Hey, what's going on? My name is Mike Hobbs, and in this video, I want to share with you some ScreenFlow audio tips. So if you have a Mac computer and you have the ScreenFlow editing app, which is just a software to record your screen as well as your webcam at the same time. In fact, I'm using that program right now to record this video. And I wanted to give you some audio hacks, right? So I'm going to show you my screen right now where I'm inside of ScreenFlow. All I have is an audio file in here. And I'm going to show you how to enhance the audio with just a couple little tweaks to help you have either louder sounding audio, better sounding audio, removing the background and things like that. So this is one of my favorite editing apps because it does it all. It basically records your screen, it records your webcam, it records your sound, everything. And then you also can edit it as well. So it just makes things a lot easier versus using multiple programs for editing. So anyway, let me show you the audio hack. So I have a couple sample audio tracks here. So let me just start so I'm going to show you the raw audio file first, and then we're going to enhance it and see how it sounds different. Okay, so here we go. Let's do the raw audio file right now. Okay, so this is just going to be a test audio to show you some of the enhancements you can do in ScreenFlow. Okay, so I just did a quick little blurb of that. So that's without any enhancements. So let's go ahead and enhance this, a couple tips that I like to do. So if you click on the actual audio track and then you go up here you click on the little audio file, there's a few different things I like to do. So if you have background noise, you're going to want to remove that, but we're not doing the background noise right now because so we're going to go down to audio filters. Okay, so you're going to click on audio filters, you're going to click the plus, and then there's a couple that I like to use. So just in case you have too loud of a microphone, so I like to use, and this just comes with ScreenFlow by the way, I like to use what's called the peak limiter, and I just click add, and then I just leave it on the defaults. It's 0, 0, 0, I leave the defaults. The next one I like to do is I like to do the dynamic processor. Okay, and we'll click add. All right, and then there it is right there. And there's a couple things you can do with this. So you can turn the gain up and then this compression threshold. So everything else I just leave about the same. And then I just mess with the master gain and I mess with the threshold. And the reason you want this limiter is just in case you go above and beyond this. So what I usually do is I'll put it up to, so you can see the audio track move up. So I don't want to go peaking. So I'll just go to where it's not peaking. So let's just try 7. And you can see how the audio got a little bit bigger. Okay. So let's just try 7 or 8. And you can do a preset on this too as well. Okay, let's just try 8 and see how that sounds. Okay, so this is just going to be a test audio to show you some of the enhancements you can do in ScreenFlow. Okay, so as you can see, it kind of redlined a little bit, but the limiter kept it from peaking. So I'll just go down one more, 7. So 7 and 15, and you can mess with this compression threshold as well if you'd like. So this just makes it to where it doesn't, it just kind of makes it more smooth all the way through. So you can mess around with this. So let's just say you do it to 20. Okay, let's put it up to 20. Then you can maybe make the gain a little bit higher. So we can do like 8 or 9, and then let's see what that sounds like. Okay, so this is just going to be a test audio to show you some of the enhancements you can do in ScreenFlow. All right, so right there, as you can already see, the audio is much better. It's louder, it's more full. So those are just a couple of the enhancements you can do right there in the audio filters. Another thing you can do is instead of this, so if you didn't want to mess around with the compression threshold or the master gain, what you can do is you can take this off and you can just use this smooth volume levels. So that's another thing that I've done. If I'm just in a hurry, I'll just be like this, smooth volume levels. And as you can see, it smooths it out. And that also works well. So let's see what that sounds like. Okay, so this is just going to be a test audio to show you some of the enhancements you can do in ScreenFlow. Okay, so those are just a couple of the audio tweaks I like to do. So again, just to recap, I use the peak limiter just in case it redlines in certain parts of the video. It makes it go down. And then I also use either the dynamic processor. So right here, the Apple dynamic processor. If I want to just really fine tune it. And if I don't want to fine tune it, I just use the smooth volume levels. And those are just a couple easy tweaks to make it better. Now, one more tweak. So let's listen to one with background noise. So here's just a regular one with background noise. Okay, so this is a test with a little bit of background noise. I have, as you can hear the background noise when it's silent there. So let's go ahead and enhance this one. So I'm going to do the same enhancement. So we're going to do the 2 audio filters. So let's go ahead and do the peak limiter. And I'll go ahead and do the dynamic processor. And I'll make it what we had it before, about 20 and 7. And then one last thing you do is this one, you're going to remove the background noise, and you'll do it anywhere from 80 to 100. It actually, I've found, just depending on how loud the background noise. So we'll just leave it on the default for now, and let's see the difference. Okay, so this is a test with a little bit of background noise. I have some fans on. Now let's go to the silent part. So as you can see, it's way quieter. All right, so and if you want to turn it up even more, let's look at the background noise now. See, it's almost gone. All right, so these enhancements inside ScreenFlow should fix that problem a lot better than just regular audio. So there you go. So those are the enhancements right there. So those are my 2 favorite ones. Again, smooth volume levels is kind of a shortcut, but this one you can dial it in and make it sound even better. So I like to dial it in with this dynamic processor. And what's cool is when you smooth out these levels to the higher point, then people will be able to hear your audio a lot better, because there's a lot of videos out there you have to turn it all the way up and you can barely hear the person. So that's not a good video at all. So you want to make sure your audio levels are great before you are out to the marketplace. So with that being said, I have a new way to give you, if you have any problems with coming up with video ideas, I created a new PDF as well as a video walkthrough on 21 awesome ways to come up with video ideas for your next video. So I have that resource in the description of this video. Go ahead and click on that, download that PDF, and then you'll never have a problem coming up with video ideas. With that, make it a wonderful day. If you got some value, give it a like and subscribe for future videos. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.